I love them as a type A person. I hate creating them because it's just so detail oriented. If you miss one thing, it's like a whole start over. A lot of my frustration with SOPs comes from if they have to be edited after the fact. So if you've gone through this painstaking process of, an 80-page document of how to, process something, and then your client comes back and says, oh yeah, actually, we need you to change this one piece. You have to go back, find that one page and make sure that you replace all of that verbiage, any screenshots that you've taken, anything like that. And it can be pretty cumbersome, especially when you're talking about changes that could potentially happen week to week. With Tango, those links being live and being able to make those edits quickly, I'd say that Tango has probably saved 3 to 5 hours as an SOP, especially omitting PII, has been the biggest time saver. Keeping PII confidential. So making sure that whatever test case we're using or whatever screenshots we're using are omitting those sensitive pieces of information. And the blur feature in Tango, even the free version, allows us to omit that without obscuring the screenshot too much, or enabling the entire thing unusable. Before the blur feature that I discovered in Tango, it was taking a screenshot, and then whether it was, your Mac or PC, like opening up the markup option and then just having to do like a block of color over it. So either like just a big black box over whatever information you were trying to omit, which doesn't always look the cleanest and can get cumbersome when you're talking about like individual lines of things. Whereas the blur feature, you can kind of over exaggerate it a little bit. It doesn't have to be perfect and it's not overwhelming to look at. You can tell that there's information there. You just can't see what it is. Whereas with those black lines, it looks like one of those classified documents, just like everything redacted, and it's a little distracting. The guide me option that pops it out, it allows it to be like a checklist. So if people are not doing the same process over and over, very often, like if it's just something they're going to do maybe once a month and they need a refresher, rather than having to reach out and put meetings on calendars, they can use the Tango guide me function to kind of check mark their way through a process, which has been really good. There's like a copy link that you can send out. I prefer that method of sending them just because they are live. So if anyone ever needs to make an edit, that link is still going to have the correct information. So even if you sent it 6 months ago, if someone has that bookmarked or saved in their own folder on their OneDrive or on their desktop, whatever, they can still get up-to-date information regardless of when that link was sent. If I couldn't use Tango, it'd be frustrating. I probably wouldn't volunteer for SOPs. I don't want to go back to having to manually go through a Word document and format it and make sure that everything is the same and captured the right way and the screenshots are formatted within the document. It's a whole mess.